Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Example number 4 of cash flow statement. See here. During the month of December, this is for December, right? New Age Corporation has the following transactions. See, this question is a little bit different from rest of the questions. Revenue amount of 1 lakh were earned and received in cash, right? Salary expenses of this much were paid. Utility bills of this much were paid. See this point. In this example, in the previous example, we just got the total of revenue as well as the total of expenses. مگر در این مثال revenue و مصارف ها را جدا جدا داده، یعنی کل مصارف یک جای نداده، دو سه جای چی کرده براتون داده. پس اگر دو سه جای هم داد مشکل نداره، میتونه کلش یک جای چی کنید، جمع بکنید. Equipment bought 20,000. Equipment of 20,000 was purchased from Jalaluddin and Son, and so on. Rest of the information is given. So in order to solve it, so point number 1, we have to draw the table. So let me draw the table. Now table is drawn here. See, opening operating activity inflow, outflow, investing activity and outflow, financing and so on, opening balance and ending balance. So some things are given for you. So now you can apply it in your this one example. Now let me read the example. Revenue of this much were earned and received in cash. سعی که دوستایی قسمت در این سوال یک کمک چیزا متفاوت‌تر است. اگر معامله صورت گرفته، ولو که معامله صورت گرفته، اگر معاملات کش نباشه ما او را ریکارد نمیکنیم. سعی کنیم کل چیز باید به کش باشه. It should be cash transaction. Revenue of this much were earned and received in cash. Earned and received. So it is belong to investing activity. We have to record it here, right? Revenues received. Revenue received. Revenue received is equal to how much? Equal to 1 million, right? 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 million is received and earned as well. Next one, salary expenses of this much were paid. This is also cash transaction. So this is belong to again this one, but this time this is outflow, right? So salary paid. Just you can mention salary paid. Salary paid, how much salary paid? Salary paid amount of 25,000. So take it with negative, minus 25,000. We have one more expenses, utility bill. bill مصارف و مثال bill برق و غیره چیزا چی شده؟ پرداخته شده. درست است؟ utility okay, utility bill paid. Utility bill also paid. So how much is that payment? Utility bill paid equal to 1 lakh. So that's good. Please record this one. So now let's check the next one. Equipment of 20,000 was purchased from Jalaluddin and San. In this example, this transaction is a credit transaction. The term paid, received, and cash is not mentioned. So as the term paid, received, and cash is not mentioned, so we should not basically record this transaction in the cash flow statement. Why we should not record it? We should not record because this transaction is a credit transaction, right? It is not a cash transaction. So anytime if you see any credit transaction, please do not record it in cash flow statement. Transaction بعدی را ریکارد نکنیم. چون معامله با قرض خریده شده، معاملات با قرض در کش فلو نمیاد چون معاملات کش نیست. Next transaction, building purchase. Okay, purchase of building of 20,000 on cash basis. Building purchase investing activity, so you have to record under outflow, right? Building purchase. Building purchased. Building purchase equal to how much? How much is the amount that we paid for the building? 2 lakh, right? So mention minus 2 lakh. This is basically the real example of a particular company that I have. Cash received against disposal of extra land on this much. Cash received against disposal of extra land. یک مقدار زمین اضافه بوده او را فروختن. در مقابلش پول چی به دست آورده؟ مربوط به کدام activities؟ Sales of land and building، مربوط به investing activity. شما نشته کنین که disposal of land. Disposal of land یعنی فروش land. مجموعش هر چی دیگر نشته کنین. Cash received from disposal of land equal to how much? 4 lakh. It is a 4 lakh. It is mentioned. Next one, bank loan of this seven were paid off. It is a repayment of loan. قرض بانک دوباره چی را پرداخته شده. Repayment of loan comes under which one? Financing activity, and that is outflow, right? Loan repaid. Loan repaid equal to how much? Loan of bank, right? If it is better, you can mention the exact name of this bank. For example, نام دقیقش نوشته کنیم خوبتر از درست است. چی نوشته کنیم؟ Bank's loan. Bank's loan paid. Bank's loan paid. قرض بانک شد پرداخته شده. Minus 85,000. How much is the amount? Amount is 85,000. Okay. Next information. The owner Nurafzal, suppose Nurafzal is the owner, invested an additional 2 lakh in the business. Owner has invested additional money to the business, comes under financing activity, right? So you can write down additional investment by owner. By whom? By owner. How much is the amount of additional investment? Our additional investment is amount of 2 lakh, right? So this is the case. Assume that the cash balance at the beginning of the year is beginning of the month is 6 lakh, and cash flow at the end or closing balance of cash is equal to this much. So this is for the rest of information. So now let us find out, or let us summarize this one. So how to find out the summary of this one? See, I have to take my own calculator, otherwise I cannot find out this one. Let us say like this. Let us find out here. Inflow of cash is equal to 1 million minus 25,000 for one bill and minus 1 lakh for the other bill, right? So give a equal sign, so you get the difference. Difference is how much? This is the difference of the amount. 85,000 درست است؟ نتیجه چیه شد؟ نتیجه چرا این 1 میلیون است 1 لک و 25 دلار کم کنی 8,70,000 چند هزار میمونه. As the result is positive, so you can call it net cash provided by which activity? By operating activity. This is operating activity. So after this one, next one, find out the result of this one. 4 lakh minus 2 lakh, result is equal to 2 lakh. So this is also what? Positive. So what do we call it? Again, net cash provided by investing activities. That's the second part. Point number 3, find out this one. Inflow belong to financing activity. Inflow is 2 lakh, outflow is this much. So you get how much difference? 1,15,000, right? 1,15,000 is the amount of this one. So again, it is positive, so you can call it as what? You can call it as net cash provided by financing activities, right? After this, now you have to find out the result of this tree. So now let me find out here. Let me find out. 8,75,000 plus 2 lakh and plus the last one is 1,15,000. Give a positive sign, so you get this much. How much is the difference? This is basically the amount. 1 million. It means hello 1,90,000. Hello 1,90,000 is the amount, and this is positive, so you have to call it as net increase, right? This is positive increase in cash during the year, during the month, right? Why? Because this is for 1 month during the month. To this one, we have to add the opening balance of cash. How much is opening balance of cash? Opening balance of cash is equal to how much? 6 lakh, right? So to this one, if we add opening balance as well, so let us say, for example, to this one, we have to add opening balance. So 6 lakh روپیه دیگر رو اگر امروز اضافه کنیم مساوی به چند میشه حالا؟ خب اینجا ساین به این ترتیب نگرفت، این حالا امروز اینا اضافه میکنم. امروز 6 lakh روپیه دیگر هم چی میکنم؟ اضافه میکنم مساوی ساین میتونم چند میشه؟ هر آنچه دیگه شد اگر مساوی به کلوزینگ بالانس بود سوال ما صحیح است، اگر نبود چیز غلطه، right? This is the amount. Is it equal to our closing balance? Yes. So if it is equal, it means it is fine. Otherwise, it means we made a mistake. So like this, so we have to highlight the summary of each, right? So first of all, let me highlight the summary of the first one. And which color to use here? Let me, for example, use this color this time, right? For example, this color. And let us make it bold as well. This one. And the summary of the next one as well, please. Make it bolded and so on. This one. And the summary of the last one as well. Please highlight it and make it bold. It should be clear for everyone, right? عرض چی کردم؟ توتالش پیدا کردم. increase و decrease در جیران هیرم پیدا کردم ما شما هیرم یک رنگه که خاص برش میدیم که دلذی نچخه ایره به طور مثال میگیریم این تک رنگه که بسیار ملایم درست است. So this is the case. So operating activity result, investing activity result, financing activity result of all once again like the previous one means result of these three activities. اگر سهش یک جمع کنیم با رنگ خاص به طور مثال ایره امرایزی جمع کرده و ایره امرایزی چی شد یک جمع شد و این نتیجه ارسه چی شد به ما یک تشکیل شد. After this, the result of this one plus opening balance, you got this result, right? So this is the cash flow statement. Thank